Alright, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And let's get straight into today's video, because in today's video we're going to be doing a guide on quench stones. Now, quench stones is not something I've spoken about on the channel at all. There's a couple reasons why I haven't done so, and that's because quench stones you don't actually need to focus on at all early game. It's something for end game players, because you don't really get quench stones early game anyway. So we're going to be going over everything to do with quench stones, how you can obtain them, how to use them, how to upgrade them, and all that good stuff. A lot of people probably don't even know that quench stones are even in the game, I'm going to be honest. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be going over is how you can obtain these quench stones. Now, these quench stones are extremely hard to get in the game. You can only get them from events, specifically from the top of the Laugh-Tale shop, actually. So if we go into the shop, as you can see, in the advanced exchange, down the bottom, you can actually use your green ribbons for quench stones, which are actually really good. The exchange rate actually is pretty good. So for 900, so for every 10 ribbons, you can get one. So that's absolutely amazing there. And then the diamond sales are actually not bad either. This whole diamond sale shop actually isn't bad either that I was looking at. The replacement stones, 50 for 1500 is actually really good. Same with the locking stones, absolutely amazing there. The quench stone picket wheel chest is a little bit dearer, 2500 for 50, but it's still really good. So this is how you can get them from the top of the Laugh-Tale shop and other events. Also, you can get them in the Mine War shop. However, you can't really buy too many of them. There's only, I think, 3. You can buy 3 picket wheel chests, and then you can buy 3 locking stones and 3 replacements. However, as I said, this is for endgame players. So in this shop, you probably just want to focus on the 1 million golden Hero Soul selection chest. If you haven't finished all 176 Hero Saga achievements. But after you do that, you probably want to focus on your quench stones end game. And that's basically the only way to get quench stones in the game, other than events. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to be showing you guys is where do you even use quench stones in the game. So if we go into any character you like. Alright, so we're in my Nami, and you click on gear. So they're actually used for gear. Now, as you can see on the right hand side, there is the gear quench option. Most of the time when you click on this, you won't be able to do anything, like this won't pop up or anything. Because in order to actually unlock the gear quench feature in the game, or whatever you want to call it, you actually have to have 5-star on your gear. You have to have 5-star awaken on your gear in order to unlock the quench, the gear quench option for that gear piece. That's just for that gear piece. So at the moment for my Nami Valentine's, as you can see down the bottom, the only gear quenching I can do on her is for her necklace and her ring, because they're the only 2 that are 5-star awakens. So they must be, so the gear pieces must be 5-star awaken in order to actually unlock this gear quench feature. That's why it's considered late game, because getting 5-star gear pieces isn't easy. You need a lot of awaken alloys, and it takes a lot of time, because awaken alloys aren't easy to get in the game, and neither are quench stones. Alright, now obviously there are 6 different gear pieces for each character, and each gear piece actually uses a different quench stone. So if we look at my ring, this one uses purple ones, and then the necklace actually uses pink ones. Now I do have a sheet that we're just going to be quickly going over. Red quench stones are used for the weapons, so obviously for your weapon. And then you have the green ones, which are used for the hats, which are the bottom left. And then the orange quench stones are used for the top, which is the second one on the right, so the middle right, the middle top one. And then the blue greaves quench stones are used for the greaves, which are also known as their pants, which is the bottom middle one. And then obviously what we just covered, the purple ones are used for the rings and the pink ones are used for the necklaces. Now, what are these quench stones used for? Each quench stone gives 400 XP points, and there are 15 different quench levels, and each level requires a different amount of XP points. So just before we go over this, as you can see on the ring one, we're level 12 out of 15. We've gained 13.8% attack, and then we have these different rolls down here. Now, if we do go over to our necklace one, as you can see, this one hasn't been touched at all, and it starts at level 0. So you're going to be starting at level 0, and as you upgrade them, you're going to be unlocking those different stats. So once you complete the first level and use 8 stones, you unlock your first random stat. Then the second level, and then once you finish the third level, you unlock the second random stat. And then once you complete the 6th level, you actually unlock your third random stat. Now, as you can see, the third random stats are down the bottom. Once you hit level 6, obviously. So the first one, level 1, the second one, level 3, and the third one, level 6. Now, as you can see, mine are different levels. When you first unlock them, they'll be all level 1. Also, the stats that you can get from these rolls, pretty much any stat in the game. The only stat I haven't actually seen is defense percentage. Other than that, you get any stat in the game like block bonus, block rate, crit hit, res rate, anti-block rate, ultimate damage, obviously, attack, HP, crit hit rate. You can get pretty much any stat in the game. You can get rage for some good rage, for some characters that need initial rage into server. But you can get pretty much any stat in the game. But as you can see, but as I said, these are different levels. Now, once you get past level 6 and onwards, if we go back to our sheet, and you hit level 9, it will actually upgrade one random stat. So one random stat will go from level 1 to level 2. And then once you finish level 12, then another random stats level will also increase. And then level 15, again, another stat will randomly increase. In order to do all 15 levels, you do need 378 stones per gear piece. So that's 378 stones total per color. Now, if we go back to my Jade Ring, for example, obviously these are level 2s, so my first level, so when I hit level 9, the ultimate damage increased to level 2, and then when I hit level 12, obviously my attack level increased to level 2. When I hit level 15, it will randomly increase a level on one of them as well. So this could go to level 3, this could go to level 3, or this could go to level 2. In the end, you end up with either all of them level 2, or you'll have one level 3, one level 2, and one level 1, because the max level that they can be is level 3. So that's the rundown on how you use your Quench stones, and the different stats you can gain from them, and how you level them up. Now next up, we're going to be going over the reroll feature, because you can actually reroll these stats to the ones that you want, which is the replacement option down the bottom. Now, if we click on the replacement option down the bottom, there are two different currencies as you can see down the bottom. Now, the first one is the replacement materials. That's the materials used to replace the stats or change the stats, which you can lock one stat to keep. So, if I wanted to re-roll these stats, you just choose which one you want to lock. So you could just click on the one that you want to lock, as you can see. And then it will re-roll the other two stats for you. However, the level will stay the same. So if I re-roll this attack level 2, it'll just become like HP level 2. You won't lose the level, it will just become level 2 of a new stat. So obviously I'm not going to re-roll this because ultimate damage increase, attack, and crit hit rate is really good on Nami. But that's how you re-roll your stats. You just lock one stat, and then it'll re-roll the other two using your replacement materials, and it'll keep the level that you had. So that's how you re-roll the stats and all that good stuff for your Quench stones. So just to summarize the whole Quench stone guide, these are the different colors for each gear. As you can see right here, if you want to take a screenshot of this. This is the amount of XP and stones you need in order to max the gear piece. 378 stones. This is what you're going to get from each level up. First random stat obviously at level 1, second random stat at level 3, third random stat at level 6, and then one random stat level increases at level 9, 12, and 15. And then obviously, as we said, you can get pretty much any stat in the game. And obviously it is quite a big increase. This will probably go to 15% attack in total. So you can get quite a lot of bonus stats from this feature. However, as I said, it is for endgame players because the only way to unlock this feature is you must have awakened your gear pieces to 5-star. That's the only way. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the rundown of the Quenchstone guide and how to use them, where to obtain them, and what you actually need to do in order to upgrade your gear pieces. And I hope to see you guys in the next video.